Hello my friends, and welcome back to another video. My word for this year is discipline. I find that discipline brings about a noticeable glow on someone. When you get the work done and you go at it every single day, you become more confident in yourself. You become more productive. You start being more energetic. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to ditch your lazy girl era, how to get rid of lazy habits so that you can glow up and become the very best you. Let's get into it. So, one of the first things I want to discuss in ditching your lazy girl era is to get things written down. Start writing what's in here, because the truth of the matter is your brain can hold so much and no more. And when you have a list to go by, it's almost like having a vision board. And when you make a list and you write down what's in your head, because most times you find that you are overworked, you're exhausted, you're overstimulated because you have so much going on up here and you don't get the time to just journal, just write and get rid of some of the clutter that's going on up here. So you're gonna make a list of all that's going on up here, and you're gonna have a daily task, things to get done. Our brain can hold so much and no more. And powerful as it is also just as weak. So start writing down your plans, your goals, your to-do list, what you want to eat in the day, what you should do throughout the day. Start doing that and you will see a world of difference. Power in the pen. Just as there is power in the tongue, there is power in writing down what's up here and scribing it on a piece of paper in a book. There is power, because just as the Lord spoke and there was the world and then there were people, it's the same thing. Whatever it is that you can get from here and you see it, you can visualize this, you can get it done in reality. And that's what we're not doing. But once you write down what it is that you want to do throughout the day, then life becomes a lot more simple for you, and you get to tick it off and you see that, oh, it's not so much, is it? It's not a lot. But while it's in here, it actually felt like it was a lot. So one of the ways to ditch your lazy girl era, to get rid of the lazy energy and our lazy habits, is to start writing things down. One of the things that I realized, I was reflecting and journaling recently, and I found that procrastination is much like gambling. Yes, except it's with our time. Money is time, time is money. Procrastination is gambling. How many times, for those of you who gamble, just for those who gamble, how many times have you bet on something with your hard-earned money? And each time there's this feeling within you that you just think that you're going to win. Newsflash, 1,000 people, if not a million, also think they are going to win that very same game, whatever it is that you were playing with their hard-earned money. Procrastination is the same thing. Procrastination is us gambling our time. We put things off, we're somehow gonna have enough time. We're somehow gonna have enough resources to get it done, and we don't, and we're left cheated all the time, and we're like, how did this happen? It's the same thing when you gamble your money, thinking that you will get more money, thinking that you get more opportunities when you gamble, and it always betrays you. It is betrayal of yourself and your time. So we're gonna ditch procrastination. And how do you ditch procrastination? You ditch procrastination by writing things down. Write them down so that you can keep track of what it is that you need to get done throughout throughout the day. And once you get into this habit of writing things down, it won't seem like such a task for you. Once you get into this habit, it won't seem so mundane, because you might be surprised. The reason why a lot of people have things up here and not on paper is because writing seems like a task. Writing feels like when you're in school and you just feel like you're being forced to. No, writing helps you to keep steady. Writing things down helps you to keep focus. Writing things down help you to stay on track. And that is how you get out of this lazy habit. It's not so much that you are lazy, it's so much that you're not disciplined, it's so much that you are not focused. It's not that you are lazy, you just don't have the purpose. You just haven't found your purpose. It's not that you're lazy, it's just because you are not writing things down. Another way for you to ditch your lazy girl era is to have a routine. Having a routine keeps you in check, it keeps you on track. Let me give you an example. Do you remember when we were kids and we were on summer holiday, the long summer holidays, and oftentimes we would get bored. We don't know what to do with ourselves. We don't know what to do with ourselves because, for one, we don't have a routine anymore. We don't have a school routine that we get to go to bed at a certain time, wake up at a certain time to go to school, and then when you go to school you have a timetable that you work by. And after that, you know your schedule when you get home. One of the reasons why we are in this lazy era that we're stuck is because we don't have a routine. Develop a routine, and by developing a routine, you're going to need to write it down. Yeah, if you see me looking this way, it's because I keep looking in the mirror part of the camera. I'm sorry. So write it down, get a routine, and stick to it. We need to be accountable. So in order for us to even get ourselves to write things down, we're going to need to be accountable and say, listen, you have wasted 3 hours. Yeah, sometimes we waste 3 hours on scrolling on Instagram, and that 3 hours could have been more productive. You could have cleaned the house, you could have made dinner, you could have get yourself ready for work, and if you have school, you could be studying, getting ready to go the next level. And we find that because we're so consumed in what we are looking at on our phones, this little box, you find that we oftentimes don't realize how fast the time goes by. Follow me on social media, then you know, well, on Instagram, then you know that around this time of the year, I'm not on social media. I always take a break, and I think taking a break offline is the absolute best luxury there is. One of the best luxuries in life. We are the only generation right now that knows what life was before social media. Sometimes we need to unplug and get back to reality. For me, whenever I take my social media breaks, you know I need it. I get overstimulated so easily on social media, and it's like I consume so much, and then I'm already going with a lot up here, and then just looking at so much. One moment I'm like, oh no, and next minute I'm like, ah! And it's a constant thing. It's like a roller coaster. One moment you're laughing, the next moment you're sobbing for strangers you don't know. Next thing you're looking at all sorts of killing. Then you see someone get proposed to, then you see someone get married, and you're like, yay! And then you're in this constant roller coaster, this high, this low all the time. It's unhealthy. You don't know which story to stick with. So another way to ditch your lazy girl era is to unplug. Offline is a new luxury, right? Delete the app. Don't just sign out, delete the app. Uninstall, take it off your phone, and use your time for something else. You can read a book, look around your house, see all the things that you need to get done, write down all the things that you need to get done, think, look and see the world, look look around, look at your surroundings and see what there is that can get done, because the truth of the matter is there's a lot of things that we can get done in our homes and in our lives if we are not so easily distracted. And that's what social media is. If you're not earning from social media, it's a distraction. It's not being a tool for you to be on every single day just consuming. If it is that you're not creating, you're not a creator, you're just consuming. I find that a lot of us like to play the victim mindset. Yes, a lot of us like to be victims because it gives us this shield, this protective shield, and so everybody can feel sorry for us. Oh, poor thing. I'm not even being insensitive. I just feel like a lot of us want attention too much. It's a deadly drug. And if someone is not pulling us up by our bootstraps every single day, we just can't get things done because we need people to hold our hands. Stop being a victim. Stop playing the victim mindset. Nobody's coming to save you. It's on you to get you where you need to be. We are in each other's lives to support each other. We are in each other's lives to help each other. But sometimes some people take it overboard, in which they just abuse people's support, people's help, to the extreme that it's always about them and your life is always falling apart. And your life is falling apart just the same, but you can't catch a break because you have to be holding this person, keeping this person, carrying this person. If you are that person, you need to ditch people like that. Lazy is that your focus and your attention is all over the place. You're helping and you're putting your time and your resources into people who don't want it, people who don't deserve it, people who could care less. You can bring a horse to the water and have the horse drink it, but you can't force the horse. It's up to the horse if it's willing to die or live. It's up to the horse to drink it. So another way to ditch your lazy girl era is to channel your energy, your time, and your focus on you. Know when and who to help. Learn to have discernment. Sometimes you are not lazy. Sometimes you are just drained. You're just overstimulated. Sometimes you just need a break. And that you're being lazy, don't even be hard on yourself. Just take a break. Rest. Rest is important for you to be productive. It's not that you're being lazy, boo. It's just that you are just overstimulated. You're exhausted. There's so much. Life is exhausting. Oh my gosh. I wish someone had told me this before my frontal lobe was developed, because why didn't you tell me that life is as exhausting as an adult? Wow. Mental health is serious. I am actually going through this right now, assisting someone. Tried my hardest to get her back on track, and it is so hard. It's so heartbreaking, and wow, it's too much. So take a break for yourself. Take a break and reach out when you need help. Sometimes go for a walk. I find walking to be it brings so much clarity. I find it to be so therapeutic. Go for a walk, go for that walk. Go to therapy. Go on people watch. I find people watching to be so therapeutic. I find taking up a kid's crayon book, coloring book, is so therapeutic. I just take up their book and I'm just like, give me a crayon, and I just be coloring. And I also find going on Pinterest to really be therapeutic. I limit myself on Pinterest as well, because Pinterest is like a bottomless pit. You'll be scrolling. Inspo, rebranding, so just channel it and don't beat yourself up. Know that even though I say to take a break, It's not giving you a golden ticket to just do whatever you want. It's for you to recharge so that you can come back to a better you. It's not for you to just slack off and, you know, this is why we always come right back to accountability. You have to be accountable. You have to hold yourself accountable. Gentle parent yourself. You know, mother yourself for a bit. Well, I just want to thank you, friends, for being here. My lovely dearest. Thank you for stopping by, and I truly, truly appreciate you. Mwah. Bye.